Hi, it's Ranskiv. Welcome to All That. I am back, and this time hopefully for good. Sorry for ghosting y'all. Like, I didn't mean to. Today, I wanted to talk about quitting. Like I told you, I quit my job like 2 months ago, almost 2 months ago at this point, and ano siya? I went through a lot of waves after I did it, and I wanted to walk you through what has happened to me since then, and honestly, my thoughts, period, and how I'm really trying to redefine the word quitting in my life right now. I think when we hear the word quitting, we always connotate it with something negative, and parang pag sinabing, you quit, parang it's negative, you gave up, sumuko ka, hindi mo kinaya, it's a failure. But at this point in my life, I want to redefine what quitting is. Maybe quitting is just knowing you want more for yourself. Maybe quitting is choosing yourself for the first time. Maybe quitting means prioritizing your health. And for me, it was really that. When I quit my job almost 2 months ago, talagang I was crying because, girl, losing a job in the middle of the year as well. And I'm also in my early 20s, so it's a lot of kind of like an era in your life na parang nakikita mo yung mga fresh grads booking these jobs or getting these jobs or getting these things. You see your batchmates doing so and so and so and going to different places and buying different things. And it's so easy to like compare yourself. So parang quitting during that time na in your early 20s is parang lahat ng kabatch ko kakagraduate lang. Tapos nakikita ko sila they're doing well in life. Parang it really took so much courage to do that. Kasi parang, of course, you're gonna feel behind. You're gonna feel like you're not doing as much as others are doing. And you're gonna feel like others are succeeding and you are not. Pero I just wanted to make this video and to record this podcast to maybe really convince you all to redefine the word quitting in this day and age. Parang feeling ko, okay, let me explain. All my life, I have always felt privileged. To be honest, parang I never had to worry about anything. Kasi, parang privileged kami in a sense na yung nanay ko talaga, sobrang provider, nagpa-provide talaga siya for me. Like, I didn't have to think about anything. But, even though that is the fact, I never really let that get to my mind, if that makes sense. Parang, I was still working hard in school. I was still studying hard. I was always an honor student. When I was in college, I was a consistent Dean's Lister. Tapos I graduated magna cum laude. Like, sobrang hardworking ako. And maganda yung work ethic ko. To be honest, hindi naman sa nagbubuhat ako ng sariling bangko. So, hindi ko naman ginamit ever yung privilege. I mean, I used it, of course. Pero, I never let it get to my head kasi kasi mayabang ako. Like, ang ano ko talaga na parang hindi kailangan kaya ko yung sarili ko. And as much as kaya ko yung sarili ko, I feel like yung ginawa ko sa buong buhay ko na parang I'm competing with myself and I feel like kailangan I outdo myself all the fucking time. Like, literal na yun talaga eh. Kung ma-honor ako with honors lang, dapat with high honors yan. Bakla, kailangan marami kang extra awards. Kailangan best in ganito ka, best in ganyan ka. Tapos, nung nasa college na ako, na parang, I don't wanna settle for just cum laude. Gusto ko magna cum laude ako. Like, lagi akong ganun. Like, I really always try to take it up a notch. And ganun talaga yung personality ko. No one's forcing me. No one ever forced me to do these things. Like, I was doing them all alone by myself. Talagang ako lang din nag-set ng standard for myself. And honestly, I'm so proud of myself for that because it developed such a good work ethic na when I was working, I felt like I wasn't slacking at all. I would be behind deadlines, yes. Pero whenever I would do something, I would do it well. I would do it excellently. I would do it with no notes. But then again, I think going into my first job, that was a wrong mindset to have because that's not the reality when you get into the workplace na parang, yes, you can have the best work ethic. Yes, ganito, ganyan. Like, magaling ka, ang talino mo, ganun, ganyan. Pero I think as an adult, I started to realize na even though ikaw feeling mo you're doing your best and you're being smart and you're being excellent, it doesn't always mean na you would get merit for it, if that makes sense. Or parang, kasi sanay ako ng ganun eh, like, nag-work hard ako so much, tapos, like, magiging honor student ako, mag-work hard ako so much, tapos magiging dean's list ako, like, mataas yung, alam mo yung ganun. So, parang feeling ko, subconsciously, nadala ko siya sa working life ko, na parang, hindi tama, bakla. Kasi like, parang kung dadalhin mo yung ganong fighting spirit na, yung fighting spirit mo na nag-aaral ko, tapos biglang bakla sa career mo, dadalhin mo yung ganong energy, then you're gonna get tired. You're gonna get exhausted. And so, I really came into it wrong. I feel like, and I got burnt out by the end. And to the point na parang, guys, parang autopilot na talaga ako. During, I think, my last month when I was working, I was on autopilot. Tapos parang hindi ko nararamdaman yung sarili ko. Gets mo ba? Para akong lumulutang kasi ubos na ubos talaga yung pagkatao ko. And I would get home at that time at like 5 p.m. And then I would sleep for 12 hours. Like wala na akong, hindi ko na kayang mag-work after ng working hours ko. But since I was like so tired, I couldn't even bring myself to do anything. Talagang 5 p.m. uuwi ako. Sobrang, like, luntong-lunta na talaga si bakla. Like, sleep na siya. Tapos, gigising na siya, 5 a.m. the next day, like 12 hours. Tapos, wala. Sobrang, ano talaga guys, sobrang parang lumulutang ako and it started manifesting in my physical health. Talagang, every other week, I get sick. Tapos, hindi ako yung tipong nagkakasakit madalas. Like, even when I was young, talagang kung magkakasakit ako once a year lang, promise yan. But ever since I got to this job, parang twice a month, thrice a month, nagkakasakit ako. And I felt like that was my body telling me that it wasn't right anymore. And so I quit my job. And to be honest, right when I quit, I was crying a lot kasi I developed such a good relationship with my workmates then. But I was crying a lot because I was so grateful and I know for a fact na hindi lagi maganda yung magiging workplace or magiging maganda yung relationship mo with your workmates. And I kind of grieved that during during the first weeks. Honestly, nung first 3 weeks, instant relief siya for me na parang, I finally got out of that situation. Yun yung na-feel ko, like instant relief. That I finally built the courage to walk away. Kasi I know it takes a lot of courage to do that. And when I talked about privilege before, parang ito yung first time na consciously I made use of my privilege because I'm still being financially supported by my mom. So parang I felt so bad because of course may self-reflection na nangyayari na kung wala ba akong support na makukuha, would I have quit? And the answer is probably not. Talagang parang feeling ko titiisin ko siya. But then again, yung mom ko na mismo nagsabi na nagkakalagnat ka na or like yung physical body ko na it's really shutting down. So I chose the privilege to rest. And I feel bad about it. Talagang before I did it, talagang inisip ko na parang feeling ko kung wala naman akong privilege, hindi ko to gagawin. But then again, first time kong consciously ginawa yun na parang I get the support that I need to survive my day-to-day. I want to make use of it. But yeah, I quit and then first 3 weeks, it was relief. It was finally resting mentally, physically. But then after that, parang nare-rattle na ako na parang, fuck, what do I do next? 'Di ba? And then what do I do next? Kasi, ayun nga, makikita mo yung mga batchmates mo or makikita mo yung mga people around you are doing this or going here, going there. Like, alam mo yun, parang, of course, parang it's natural to be envious. And that's also something that I wanted to tackle na parang sometimes jealousy is okay and it has to be acknowledged. Na parang you see other people doing well in life, it's not necessarily you wanting them to like fail or whatnot. It just means you want more for yourself. And after you hit the 3-week mark, talagang yun yung ma-feel mo na parang, oh my gosh, I'm so behind. Oh my gosh, why did I do that? Like, why did I quit in the middle of the year where there are no job prospects? Like, ang hirap maghanap ng trabaho. Tapos, alam mo yun, like, all these thoughts come into you. But then, I feel like I grounded myself with the fact na I chose to rest. I chose to quit. I chose to live a slower life now. And parang it defeats the purpose of living a slow life kung yung utak mo laging mag-iisip ng what do I do next? What do I achieve next? What do I work towards? And parang it just defeats the purpose of wanting to quit and then taking time for yourself. Because if you are taking time for yourself, tapos yung utak mo naman like hindi rin nagpapahinga, like are you really resting? So I really had to ground myself with that thought na parang be intentional with it. You said you were resting, rest. And so right now I'm really in that era. I think I hit like the 6 week or 7 week mark ever since I quit my job. And to be honest, there's still that feeling of what do I do next? But now it's not, hindi na siya, it doesn't scream at me. The voice in my head doesn't scream at me anymore because I think na-ground ko na yung sarili ko in a way na parang you have to be intentional. And so right now, I'm really in the area of exploring. Like I said, parang ngayon ko lang consciously pinili na because I want to do this. I really want to create. I want to be a creative. And ever since I quit, I have been going ham on social media. Talagang baklo. Kasi guys, pangarap ko talaga yun. Pangarap ko maging social media celebrity and I'm putting it out to the world because why the fuck not? And right now, talaga, what I want is just clarity. And honestly, parang feeling ko, clear naman sa utak ko kung anong gusto kong mangyari sa akin. Pero lagi akong scared to go for it. Kasi natatakot ako sa sasabihin ng iba. Kasi natatakot ako na, oh my God, parang sinayang ko ba yung degree ko? Like, sinayang ko ba yung buong buhay kong pinagod nung nag-i-school ako tapos hindi ko siya masyadong gagamitin. But I've always known what I wanted for myself, but I was always just too scared to go for it. And right now, na-realize ko na parang may privilege nga ako to, I have all the resources that I need to do whatever the fuck I want. Tapos, hindi ko ginagawa. And so, right now, I'm going full force. Yon, parang conscious decision na siya na this is something that I'm gonna go full force towards. Like, I started posting on TikTok. I think I'm doing well on Instagram. And right now, this is what I'm doing. I also went back to YouTube. I posted vlogs. Like, that's content. Honestly, I'm so proud of myself because in this era of my life, yun talaga yung gusto ko. To create more, to express more. I'm just about to go for my dreams. And that's it. I think wala akong pakialam how it looks like to other people now and, launch now, adjust later. Na parang, I want more for myself and I know what I want for myself. Like, for the longest time, lagi kong sinasabi, itong duration na to na 2 months, so parang sinasabi ko, bigyan mo naman ako ng clarity. But it has always been clear. Lagi siyang nasa forefront ng utak ko. Hindi ko lang ginagawa. I just don't work towards it. Kasi for some reason, it's not conventional. But whatever the fuck conventional is, like, I don't care about that anymore. Like, right now, I'm going for it. I'm going full force on it, and I'm gonna treat it like it's a 9-to-5 job. And I owe it to myself to try, and I think I saw this from Ayin Bernos. Sabi niya parang, ano ba yun? Parang sinabi niya na, anong sabi niya? Charis. May sinabi siya eh. Hindi, parang sabi niya na, some doors are closed, pero you just have to push. And that's what I want to do. I really just want to push and I want to make this like my 9-to-5. So I'm treating it like my 9-to-5. I'm gonna hustle so hard. And I don't care about whatever the fuck others think of me. And lagi ko talagang iniisip na, hala, is this about like, parang iisipin ng mga tao, I'm trying so hard. Like, sobrang trying hard niya. But really, nasa point ako ng buhay ko na I'd rather be trying so hard than not try at all. Because I have all the support that I need. What's to lose? I already quit my job. Like, I have nothing at this point. I feel like I hit rock bottom. There's no way to go but up. And honestly, sobrang epiphany niya for me nung na-realize ko siya na parang, bitch, like, eto na. This is it. This is it for me. And to be honest, it might not be it for me. And there might be some time in the future where I lose courage and then I gain that courage back, and I'll gladly do it over and over and over and over again until I get to where I want to be. And since this is an episode about quitting, I wanted to say that quitting is needed sometimes. Sometimes quitting is what will set you free, or sometimes quitting is what will make you realize which path to take. And if I have to quit over and over again, I think I would do it over and over again until I get to where I want to be. And you could feel like you gave up, you could feel defeated, and that's normal. At the end of the day, you're living your life for you. You're not living this for anyone else. And also, yun siya, actually, na parang kaya sobrang tagal kong nag-play ng tug of war between quitting my 9 to 5 is the idea na parang other people would always say na I will make it in life or I will make it big. Laging sinasabi na I'll always be in places, and when I was working, hindi ko yun na-feel. Parang feeling ko, I felt so defeated, feeling ko stuck ako. So parang yung thought na yun, parang it's looming over me in a way na parang, oh, I can't quit because that's how others perceive me. And I feel like I just need to disappoint people. Gets ba? Like, I just need to quit and let myself loose of those things. I'm pretty sure like, yung mom ko, for example, she's not pressuring me in any way. Pero when I hear that, parang ako yung nagbibigay ng pressure sa sarili ko. And so I quit to let myself loose. Na parang para mawala yung ganong pressure sa akin. And now that I did it, I feel so free. And I feel like I feel so grateful that I did it. And now that I'm in this era of my life, tsaka ko siya na-realize ulit. Like, nawala kasi siya sa akin. Nawala yung feeling, yung pagiging head bitch in charge, yung pagiging that girl. Nawala siya sa akin nung nag-work ako. And right now, I feel like I'm getting all that energy back na the world is my oyster. And I can do anything I want. And I will get to places that I want to be. And I just have to be patient and I just have to wait. You know, like I said, there's no way to go but up. And I feel great. And yun yung kailangan ko. And yun yung nawawala sa akin for the longest time, is the feeling that everything I want wants me more. Kasi for a time, when I was working, I felt like I wanted things, pero parang feeling ko, hala, hanggang dito na lang ako. But now, I'm regaining that back. Yung thinking na I can do anything and I can be anything. And yes, it may take time. Yes, it may require a lot of patience, but I know I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna stand at the places that I've always wanted to be in. And I feel like I wouldn't achieve that thought if I kept forcing myself onto a path that wasn't meant for me. So sometimes quitting is needed. Sometimes quitting is essential. Sometimes quitting is your next lifeline. And I don't feel fulfilled yet, just yet. But if I'm gonna work my ass off, if I'm gonna be exhausted, it better be for my dreams. So that's what I'm doing right now. Anyway, that's it for today. I'll see you sometime soon. Bye.